All right, so module 1.3, this is cognitive development. Me and Miss Chambers. All right, so I had to read this case study, I guess is what we'll call it. It was called the Tiny House Project. This is from PBS Learning. Yeah, PBS Learning. So it asked me a bunch of questions about it. Just quickly, a quick overview. So the kids they're learning about building tiny houses. And so one of the questions was, what is the standards that this ties to? So it tied to third grade math standards as well as ELA standards. And so she was questioning them with things like, mathematical concepts, like what do you think the area and the perimeter should be? So those are the things that they were discussing, and how they could plan and construct these like scale models of these tiny houses. And so the point of this lesson was to get there to first talk about the cognitive development. So as they're seeing, these things working out, like, okay, so if the area of the kitchen, trying to think of a good example of the area of the bedroom, if the closet is bigger than that, then that obviously doesn't work. So just get them in thinking about what they see in their houses now, and what they would need to do to accommodate that in their model house or whatever. Talks about critical thinking, same thing, them trying to make the design, solve those measurement problems. And then also one of the things was they also had to justify their choice. So why should the closet be 10 by 5 if the bedroom's 20 by 30? Just whatever numbers they come up with. And so that was it. It asked about their problem solving process. How did it align with the standards? And then I had to pick a standard on something that I would want to teach. And so I did a fourth grade standard. And that standard was, I don't think I put in there. Oh, yeah, I did. There's like the numbers. But to solve word problems involving addition and subtraction of fractions referring to the same whole number and having like denominators. So that was the one I used. And I gave the example of if they were building a garden, how would they decide which fraction of the garden do they want? Vegetables, fruits, whatever, flowers. And that's basically it. It asks kind of the same questions, I feel like, over and over again. Let's see. Of course, she wants us to talk about how I'm meeting my goals. I feel